The gifts in the room, or what we've been calling the gifts in the Zoom lately, you know, we've all participated in introductions. They're often focused on names and titles and roles. And at the beginning of an AMI gathering, AMI seeks to uncover the gifts in the room. So it's a little different. We're really looking to uncover a source for connecting, learning, and supporting one another throughout the meeting. What are this community of innovators most currently inspired by, challenged by, dreaming about, struggling with? That's the piece that we're looking to uncover and surface during this initial exchange of gifts in the room, which happens when we gather initially. As we open up, our first exercise is this gifts in the room. And these introductions are designed to build empathy. So to create opportunities to connect with one another in a deeper way, to really almost walk in each other's shoes for a moment. And I think you'll find that AMI members are very curious, as I've said, and great listeners. So really eager and interested to understand that source or gift that you're bringing as you come to a gathering and engage in conversation. One thing that's always true and continues to be true is that this initial exercise of the gifts in the room exchange is really the connective tissue that's foundational to our ability to learn from and support one another in an individual gathering and over time as we come together.
So one of the powerful experiences, I think, with AMI is something we call gifts in the room. Lately, it's been gifts in the Zoom. But really, it's a way that we come together. It's our introductions. And AMI is a very diverse community. People think differently, they act differently, they behave a little differently. They've had a variety of different experiences in their lives. It's more than just the diversity you see on the surface. And so the introductions are really important. We need to take the time to get past, what's that shirt, or what's the person's shoes look like, or how did they do their hair today? None of that matters, really. It's the things that are at those next layers, just a little deeper. What did you think when you woke up today? How did you respond to that music that was playing outside, because it was really provocative, and I wonder if it brought any images forward. So there's the deeper level of diversity. The gifts in the Zoom, gifts in the room, is an exercise that we use to allow you to have an opportunity with someone, and in fact, usually multiple people over a short period of time, and to be able to see past how they present themselves to you just on the surface, to hear a little bit about what's exciting them, any novel experiences they had. But it goes an even level deeper, because for most meetings, people show up and they have needs. There's things that they're curious about. There's problems that they have. There's things that they're going to experience in the next weeks or months of their lives that they could use some help with. And they may not even know that yet coming to a meeting. And so the gifts in the room are opportunities to just sort of see, what are people doing that's interesting? What have they done? What problems have they solved? In what kind of ways is there something there for me? And we use gifts because gifts are both given and received in a certain sense. There's usually, let's say we have 50 or 60 people gathering for an event, whether it's live or virtual. There's at least 5 people out there that have something you really, really, really need or could use, but you don't know it yet. And how could you get that knowledge from so many people at one point in time? So we accelerate introductions. We usually have a theme or a question, and we have a rapid exchange where people are changing groups, changing individuals. You have the opportunity then to really say, okay, right now at this point in my life, what's the most important connection that I just made that's going to turn into something? Either because I need it, I want it, or it's just so novel as a surprise that it's something that I have to pursue. And when you're doing that with a large number of people, people have those same needs and interests. It creates a wonderful exchange of ideas. So that's essentially what the gifts in the room are. We talk about the word presence, and it means a couple of different things. I can remember a few years back when we introduced the concept of presence and gifts. It's about being fully prepared to receive the gift, and that's the presence. So you show up open-minded, listening, not always talking and advocating, but taking as much in as you're giving out. And through that sort of balance of exchange, you can discover things. And so bringing your presence, the gifts that you bring to others in a situation where you're fully present, allows you to sort of optimize the experience.
Something that Rob and I cooked up together. I would always say, there are gifts in this room. When I would begin the AMI, I said, I want you to come and you will be a gift in the room for old members, as well as the members will be gifts for you.
So the gifts in the room is really an amazing and energizing experience that happens just as we come together each time. And it's the spark that lights the fire of the meeting.